Hey, I wanted to show you. Got it working. And I wanted to show you the horn. You're gonna love this horn. Check it out. Do it again. Can't hear you. It works.
Now this is really interesting. It says Carl.
What in the world is that? I mean, I've never seen anything like it. Hey, it's Jason from Denwerks. Got a really cool truck today. This is actually one of my favorite that I've sold on Bring a Trailer. It is a 1973 International 1210 4x4, and it does have the big block 392 V8 4-barrel, and it automatic transmission. So really cool truck overall. I'm going to do a little walk around here. I wanted to show you it was sold new in Colorado, and that's where I got it from. And it just shows all the options. You'll see a picture. It's got the heavy duty springs as well. It's got Dana 44 in the front and Spicer 60 in the rear. Just a really cool truck. So it shows all the options on the original build sheet, which is nice to have. We did a lot of upgrades to it. The gentleman that I got this from, I don't know if you remember, I had a little Dodge Colt on Bring a Trailer, and he bought it, and we ended up working out a deal, and I ended up getting this truck from him. So anyways, he had found it from the original owners, I believe, and he acquired it in 2019, and so he did probably about $4,000 worth of work to it. He had actually put some different wheels on it and tires, but they kind of were mix matched and stuff, so I went ahead and put Ford wheels on it, which were a little wider. They're 16x7s, and I put new tires on it. I wanted a little wider tire, something a little more aggressive. So it's got Cooper Discovery ATPs, and they're LT 265/75 16s, but these are Ford wheels, and these are heavy duty wheels for sure. I put hubcaps on it, and we had to saw out the centers for the 4x4 and the floating rear axle. So this mostly is original paint on this truck. The only thing that has been changed that I can tell is this fender. This fender, it was factory red, but this fender was green. So this was replaced a long time ago. The rest is original on it, but this is real patina on this truck. This isn't all fake or anything like that. This is the real deal on this truck. You can see the primer, the bare metal. There was surface rust here, and we buffed it off. There is no clear coat on this, so this will continue to rust a little bit. You could protect it if you wanted to. The only fake patina here, and I just want to be forward with you, is I took this fender and put a little black on it and faux this out, but you can see some of the green underneath the red. So I just want to be honest about that. That fender had been replaced and been repainted, but I think a long time ago. The door 100% is original. There's no green underneath it or anything like that. Same with the bed. So anyways, we're gonna walk around it real fast after I've mumbled for 100 years. I was gonna start show you the headlights. Got the headlights. See, the marker lights are working down there. We've got brights. We got blinkers. Got left, and we got right. So those are all working perfectly. The chrome on the bumper is in pretty good shape. Overall, it looks like it had maybe some fog lamps up there on the front, and it did come with a chrome bumper. and you can see it on that sheet. Go ahead and turn the headlights off. The truck is pretty rust-free in general. There's a couple spots in the bed, and there's a couple spots in the bottom of the cowl on the inside, way down underneath here, that I'll show you when I put it up on my lift. So there was mirrors right here. There was 2 mirrors on either side, and then the mirrors on the door. So it had a total of 5 mirrors on it, which this is actually an original mirror. I love the detail. It says International right there, IH. It does have 2 tanks that I believe are working. Already showed you the tires. Windshield, we put a new windshield in it. The roof looks really good. And you see that surface rust up there, that's what what it was looking like on the hood and fenders. The gutters are excellent. They're not all rusty. Very, very clean. Factory slider, which is pretty cool. And it just doesn't open just in the center. It's actually a full slider, one way or the other. Bottom of the cab, not rusty. Bottom of the rockers, very, very clean. All the trim is on the truck. It's kind of a deluxe truck. I had another one of these that didn't have all the chrome. I did put a spare tire, factory spare tire, and same wheel. Factory style bumper. This isn't wired, but the tailgate looks good. You'll see it's got 2 of these, but this one is missing the other side. So it works good for now, but this would be very easy to fab something up for it, because it just needs one more bar. We could probably, if you talk to us, maybe do something for you. I did put it wasn't very expensive or anything like that, just a bed liner in here. This thing did have a canopy on it for years. You can see here the holes. And you can see it wasn't all beat up in here. But the bed did get a little bit of rust. There was a lot of discoloration in here, so I just uniformed it. And honestly, it just looked better. But you can see a little rust right there. Nothing on the sides. And a little rust right there. Little rust right there and there. But if you look at the wheel wells, they look excellent. Rest of the side walls, really good. Where it got bad is there's a whole bunch of leaves in here, and especially here in the middle, there's a little patch in the center that's been cut out, but you can see some pinholes and everything going on the floor up here in the front. I would just leave it myself. I mean, it's draining and stuff, and I would just put a piece of plywood in here, and every year just kind of dry it out, and I wouldn't mess around with it too much. It doesn't bother me at all, but you can see all this is actually really nice. You know, if you wanted to fab a new bed in here, you could, but I just leave it alone. We'll take a look at it's got dual exhaust on it, chrome tips. You can see a little bit of rust right here. I totally forgot to mention that on the other side. I'll do that real quick. A couple little spots here on the fender. But it kind of goes with the territory of this truck. I mean, actually most people that know International trucks, they're usually just really rusty. And this truck is really solid, except a few isolated things. You can see a little crease right here in this piece of trim. Second tank, little ding right there. Bottom of the rockers look really nice, very clean overall. You can see there's no rust around the window. This gasket you cannot get. We tried and looked and looked and looked and looked. So this is the original gasket, which is in really good shape, except there was a little tear that happened right here, and so we had to put some urethane on it. So I just wanted to make you aware of that. But it is a brand new windshield, and you can see this gutter is in really nice condition all the way around. So for an international truck, this is really, really solid and very unique look. It just looks great. I love these things. So anyways, go ahead and start it up. We'll let it hear it run for a second. Sounds good. Rev it up a little bit. A little condensation, but never hurt anybody. It's not coronavirus, I can tell you that. This will be a no reserve auction as well. Also, if you have a vehicle, I own this, but if you have a vehicle that you want us to help you sell, we would be glad to help. And you can check us out on our website. It's denwerks.com. It's DENWERKS. You can check us out on our Instagram, Facebook. Just put hashtag Denwerks and find us. So we'd be glad to help you if you think like us and you don't mind showing the good and the bad. Go ahead and let's show the lights back here. We got tail lights, brake lights, blinkers. You got blinkers. There we go, left and right. And we actually have a light working there for the license plate. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do some driving, put it on my lift, show you the interior, and show you some more stuff. Thanks for looking. Thanks for cruising around with us in the International. It's really a cool old truck, especially out here where I live. Definitely farm country. You can see the odometer's working, speedometer's reading 40 right now. You can also see that our temp gauge isn't on right now, but we haven't warmed it up. We've got oil pressure gauge is working, alternator fuel is working as well. So everything seems to be working. Let me turn the blinkers on real fast. Hopefully you can see that over there on the left, over there on the right, and then you'll also see the bright light. The little blue one in the center is lighting up there. So anyways, drives pretty good. Not a lot of wheel shake or anything like that. Let's put the brakes on. It actually stops pretty nice and straight overall. And again, it wasn't shaking all over the place. So anyways, you heard the radio working and stuff like that, and just a nice driving truck overall. The horn, I can't remember, on the rotation of my video, the horn's not working right now, but the horns work underneath the hood. So I think I already showed you inside here. So anyways, just a nice old driving truck. A little bit of it's not bad, a little wider tire, but a little bit of movement in the wheel while you're moving, side to side a little bit. You get used to it. Probably the steering box might be loose a little bit, but I mean, crying out loud, the truck's never been restored. I mean, it's a Survivor, and we did a bunch of work to it in general. Wanted to show you too. It's not a smoker rig or anything like that. It doesn't smell like smoke or anything like that, but that will pop out here in a minute. Let's turn the windshield wiper. There we go. You can see that that's red hot, so if you want to use your USB on it, and we've got wipers, so all the essentials. So anyways, we're gonna cruise around and show you some more stuff.
Where we're going, I cannot say, but we might even be the USA.
Hey, we're gonna go ahead and show you the interior real fast. But I wanted to show you that the door locks do work, so that's cool. Panel gap's nice. Door shut's nice. Very cool interior overall. When we got it, the seat was in really bad shape, so I went to SMS Materials, which is here in Oregon, and this is the factory material in here. So it's NOS material. You can see it matches the doors. You know, so I was very fortunate to get that. Original matte looks really good. I love the detail too of International right there. 4x4. Matte is in really good shape, honestly. Dash pad has got some cracks in it. Speaker hole area is bad. Steering wheel has a few cracks as well. Inside the jam here, really clean. You can see the original stickers. Original VIN tag there. Shows it was built in 1272. You can see all the original spot welds up here in the jams. Very good. You can see the original tag, and I've got close-ups on the auction for you. Underneath the doors are solid as well. We could probably clean them, but very solid underneath and not rusty. All the felts are in here. Actually, the felt is not that bad. A little worn right there. You know, inside here the felts are worn, but not bad. Windows roll up good. And actually the rubber around the door is actually pretty good. If you look at the pedals, not a lot of wear. You know, this was an old farm truck for a lot of years, and I believe that it probably could be 67 430 on the miles. You know, but it sat out in the sun and in the weather for sure. Headliner's in good shape. A little wavy, but not bad. And you can see the dome light is intact. Here's the window opening, which is nice. Hopefully you saw that, because I think my camera was messed up. There you go. So the window works. And I do have a picture with the seat out as well. Let's go ahead and hop on the other side and I'll show you it real quick. It's nice out today here in Oregon. It's like this a lot, actually, when it's not raining, right? You can see this door looks good. Door panel looks good. Little discoloration here on the chrome and stuff, but overall looks really good. Underneath the door looks nice again. No accidents. Door jams look really good. Glove box, and I love this too. They put the fuses right there. You don't have to lay on your back. Oh, gotta turn that. So nice old truck overall. So pretty proud of how this one turned out. And this window slides that way too. So anyways, we're gonna check out some more stuff, take it for a little spin, put it up on my lift. Hey, we're gonna take a look at the hood. I mean the engine underneath. Hood's really easy. There's not a release inside. You just pull this down and it releases it. And hopefully I can do it with one hand. I'm trying, hold on. There we go, I got it. So that was difficult. So anyways, what we got is a 392. Which I showed you on the option sheet. This is a big block. It is a 4-barrel. You can see it's got a Edelbrock carburetor on it. It's a 1406. And I think from what I remember, I think it's a 600 CFM. We'll double check it. But very original underneath the hood. We did put a new intake manifold gasket, valve cover gasket, oil pan gasket. A lot of work in general. New fuel pump, new oil, new transfer case oil, front and rear gear oil. We serviced the transmission as well. Prior to me getting it, it had a new master and had new brakes put all the way around on it. But we double checked everything, made sure everything was good. Battery's in good shape. I don't know the date, but I think it's just probably in the last year. But one of the things we're looking at in here is look at the original chalk marks back there. Right up there, 3639. And then absolutely no accident damage up here. Very, very clean. You know, just looks great. And a lot of times these will get a lot of rust in this cowl. There's an original body butt tag. This is really clean. The engine we detailed, also has a new alternator on it, but we did a major detail on the engine and painted things, and looks really nice. So I didn't want to give anyone the impression it's a brand new motor or something like that. We also flushed the radiator fluid, and it looks good as well. So I'll go ahead and rev it up. You can see it's got power. You can see it's got power steering and power brakes. The horn does work, but it's not working on the steering wheel, so we're going to check that out. But we can hot wire this, and the horn does work. So it's got a great sound to it. Once you hear it, you'll be like, wow, that sounds great. The other thing is too, where these can get really rusty, is up here in the hood. You can see all the original spot welds, really clean overall. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and show you some other stuff. You can see there's a vacuum line. That doesn't go anywhere, so it's just been capped off. You can see it's right back there. You don't know where it goes, and it doesn't affect the runnability of it or anything like that. So anyways, we'll show you some more stuff. Oh, thank goodness. Hurry, I got a video to do. Let's go. Hey, we're going to take a look at the international underneath. This is actually the second thing I look at anytime I actually buy a vehicle. You know, I always look at the outside and go, wow, it looks pretty. But I want to take a look underneath and see how things look structurally, and accidents and good and bads, and just the general. So we did a ton of work to this truck overall. Previous owner did some, and then we went ahead and did a lot of things ourselves. So anyways, we'll just start from the front to the back here. I did put, actually he had put new tires on it when I got it, and I wanted actually a little bit bigger, and so a little bit better. So I put some Cooper Discoveries on it. I already explained that to you, but I think I didn't show you is the date code right there, 19. There's 4 digits there, and tires that are 2000 and newer will show 4 digits. So these are brand new and made in, I think, 09-19. So you can see here, still has the little wear, you know, little nubs and everything on it. So I probably got only about maybe 10 miles on these, and we did upgrade them to 16-inch Ford wheels, 16 by 7s instead of 16 by 6s that were on it. All the brakes have been redone on it. We took the axle cover off, so it's got Dana 44 in the front and a Spicer 60 in the rear. But we changed all the fluid. We put new up front here, new bearings on the axles, and then new fluid, new gasket, and everything like that. And our date that means 320 is when we changed that. It's got 410 axles. It says 4.09, but it's 410 on the sheet. So anyways, the brakes are working good. We put a new oil pan gasket on it, changed the oil, detailed the motor big time. That you can see it's got a new starter on it as well. We put new shocks. These are Monroe-matics all the way around, and you can see the brake line is a little dirty, but it's actually really good. It's not all cracked or anything like that. The axles look good. We're hitting everything, all the Zerk fittings and stuff too as well. Floors look actually pretty good on the truck. There's a couple little up here in the corners. You can see a little bit of rust right there in the corner. This is where the floorboard meets. It's probably nothing I would fix, but if you look up inside here, this looks really, really good. And up behind the headlight area, everything looks really nice. All the body mounts look really good on it as well. Just take a look at this side real fast. Battery box, everything is actually in really good shape. You can see there the cowl looks nice. On this side, it's a little bit more bad. You can see right there, this is just undercoating over here on this side, but a little bit of rust going on there. Wouldn't be hard to fix, but again, I'd just probably leave it. You can see the body mount though is really nice. Take a look at this body mount on this side for you. Rockers look really good. You can see all the original spot welds. Back of the cab, excellent condition. Hopefully you can see that. Rockers look really good on the inside here. You know, this is a typical area where they would rust out really bad. Take a look at this side too. If you look up inside that rocker, very, very, very clean. It's a nice old truck for sure, and I love the patina like I already mentioned. You can see all the spot welds, bottom of the fender. Looks nice. The exhaust is actually in pretty good shape, but it has a lot of surface stuff on it. Mufflers look good in general. Oh, here's the transfer case. Changed the fluid out, 320. And then I forgot the transmission. We serviced the transmission, so it's got a new pan gasket. We painted this, and then we also put, and I'll put a date on that too. It has new fluid and everything, and new filter inside. We'll just go back here to here's the bottom of the bed. Actually, hopefully you can see that little patch that's right there, and you can see a couple little pinholes coming through here. And up there in the front, you probably can't really see that very good, but the bed has its issues there, but again, I would just watch it. You can see the back of the bottom, there's the mount there as well. You can see here the mount on top of on the frame. Up inside the fenders, or the bed here looks really good up there. You can see it hasn't had any damage up in there. That looks really good. Very, very clean. Let's take a look up in here. You know, it is original paint, so you can see that everything is very, very nice. Oh, I'm gonna hop over here. You can see way up in there. See if I can get that light out there better for you. See how clean that is? Very nice. Dual exhaust comes out here. You know, they did a good job on that when they put that on the truck originally. We did put chrome tips, and then serviced the rear end. It's a Spicer 60, and this one doesn't have a tag on it, but the front one did. I don't know if this one originally had one or not, but anyways, it's got new fluid and everything in it as well. And there you can see the new cylinders. I've got a little surface rust on the back, but those were new. So anyways, hopefully that gives you a good look. There's the shocks. Hopefully that gives you a good look of the truck in general. It's actually in really good shape. So if you got questions, give me a jingle. Would be glad to help and make comments on the auction. You can see there's no for the trailer plug. I keep on adding things. there's no wires to that trailer plug. So anyways, got questions, make comments. It is no reserve, and have a great day.